Hi guys, welcome back to the Skedaddle podcast. These are your hosts, John and
Chris.
so welcome to a new weekly episode, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is
but
sticking to the.
It is weekly?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
This one is. It's been
A minute.
interesting.
Yeah.
A minute.
Yes.
A lot going on. World Cup,
Oh yeah.
world affairs, everything. Just
Oh yeah, that would be an interesting thing to talk about. I
Yeah.
have so much to talk about for that one.
oh my god. Okay, here we go. But yeah. So I guess this week is our Reddit. I don't know. Dive in, I guess,
Mhm.
right? So I chose a popular subreddit because I listen to this subreddit, but they don't always pick stories from here. So although we always give our hot takes, this one is two hot takes is the subreddit.
Okay.
So I want to read the first one because it looks interesting.
Okay.
It says, "My husband feels restricted because I feel boy strips are inappropriate."
Okay. Let's see what's the definition of boy trips for her husband.
Okay. So my 28 female husband, 30
Sorry?
male. No,
Oh.
my.
Okay.
She's 28,
Okay,
he's
okay,
30.
got it.
And I are having a serious debate about whether guy strips are inappropriate after marriage, or if I'm restricting him.
Mm-hmm.
Recently, my husband took a trip to Thailand.
That's
and-
already interesting.
And didn't invite him. Oh, so they are all early 30s and single. When asked why he wasn't invited, they claim it was because it was a single guy's trip. While I understand this hurt my husband's feelings, I can feel he has resentment towards me because of it.
They didn't invite him. How is her
but
fault?
I guess he's going to explain
Oh,
why.
okay,
So
okay.
when him and I discussed it, I said I wouldn't be okay with him going and partying in a different country with a bunch of his single friends. That makes me uncomfortable, and I feel like it's not appropriate for a married man to do. Because of this, he's now saying I'm restricting him. When asking why he asked me to marry him if he wanted to be single, he said, "I don't know, I loved you, but I thought I would still be able to party and travel with boys whenever I wanted." He does go out to the bar occasionally with his friends, but I feel like a long 2-week trip is a different story. This really
2
hurt my
weeks.
feelings.
Okay.
So this really hurt my feelings. I can't imagine taking a trip abroad without my husband. I feel like marriage is a partnership, and why wouldn't he want me to experience these cool things with him? I thought marriage meant settling down, building a life together, not being able to do whatever you want with no consideration of the other
stupid.
person. This was also not something that he discussed was a concern before we got married.
Okay.
I ended up telling him that if he wants to do single guy stuff, to be a single guy. Am I in the wrong for this? Edit, to add, his friends did participate in a sex tourism while in Thailand. I would like to add a few more things to add context. I should be more specific in saying that this is the first trip his friends have planned since we have been married. There has been no discussion of any more appropriate trips to take with his friends. His friends didn't invite him because he's married and they wanted to do a single guy stuff. Going for a guy's weekend is one thing. Going on a sex trip to Thailand is not appropriate for a married man, in my opinion. I thought the single guy trip to Thailand with no married men allowed will make sense as to why I wouldn't be comfortable with him going. So, what do
Well,
you think?
it's the fact that so there are multiple things. The fact that his friends didn't include him kind of is telling that they were uncomfortable doing crazy things in front of a settled married man, and that's a totally different scenario. And I think they even have the values of like, well, this is not, if I get married one day, I wouldn't want to be in this thing. So I think there's some sort of common sense there. I'm not saying that what do I think, right? Because it really depends of how much do you get engaged in this, because you can still go, and then when they go, I don't know what sex tourism really mean here. Is it like just
I
going
don't
to
know what that means either.
the strip clubs, or is it going like actually getting like real lap dance from people, women, shemale, whatever those things are in Thailand.
Lady boys.
I'm a lady boy. And so I really think that could be like I can see myself like going as a married man, right? Like me as a married man going there and be like, yeah, I can sit this one out and then do the other rest of the fun stuff with them.
Yeah.
So I think that's that, but maybe should kind of talk like, okay, guys, why didn't I get involved? I could have done this and this and that. Then it would be. I think that's first thing, and it doesn't need to really. It shouldn't get mixed up with his situation with his wife. Then the wife thing, specifically this case, I can understand. Like she would be like, no, 2 weeks in a completely different country who's famous for single guys getting laid. I would be hesitant too.
And also, I think like this was after the fact, right? Like she didn't say no
Nothing.
to the trip. Like
he was
asking.
pissed,
He was
yeah.
asking after, like, "Hey, will you have been okay?" She's like, "No, why would I
No.
be okay with that?" And
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
friends already told him, like, "Yeah, you're not invited."
Yeah.
So,
But like also the other thing but there is, so now coming in like being really outside of the ring and looking at the big picture, I can see if she is one of those partners that she wants to do everything together and she really sees doing what's that she said, whatever we want to do as like or separately as like a negative thing or means that their marriage is not successful. I can see that the husband will be like a little bit like frustrated.
yeah, I think now she brought up other things like, well, why would you want to do that in the first place, right? But I think, I don't know. I think he was just saying in general, she's like, no, like, if we ever do something, we have to travel together.
Exactly. Why wouldn't
Which
she
is
want
not-
me to be part of this fun event? So that's, I think, something that they should work on because the joy of doing something by yourself, that not everything is defined by the fact that you married, is very important because, no, I don't think marriage means you be with me all the time. I'm just, you're my person. That doesn't mean I be with you all the time.
Yeah, let's see what the comments say. She's like, well, maybe the two of you should have discussed things like this before you got married. You seem like very different people.
Oh, and the person
but
answers.
she's still talking about the one
The sex
trip,
trip.
but I think what they're saying is like,
Oh,
no.
lady boys.
Yeah, see?
Have sex with lady boys, which they did.
See, that's right. I think that's what they said.
Yeah, that's pretty a no-no for me.
Yeah, but I think this guy are saying more like, well, I'm just talking about in general, like, you said you're not okay with him doing trips. And I was like, why a trip with friends, single guys trip? See, that's what she confused people because I think this was a very specific situation where, like, yes, this is specifically for single guys. That's why he didn't get invited. But then he's like, well, will you be okay? He's like, no. I mean, it makes sense, but also maybe they need to work on something else.
Yeah, but it would be good to see if there's another situation and how they're handling it to have that really to see if they really are in the same page or not.
Yeah, I think this just I don't think she is in the wrong, but there's some discussion to be had about what they expect in terms of trips. I mean, it seemed like she was okay with like a weekend trip. Like, oh yeah, they're gonna go fishing somewhere, or like, they're gonna go camping. Like, that's fine. But yeah, 2 weeks also seems like
That's a lot.
If it was like a week or, I
2
mean,
weeks is a lot for a trip that is not work trip and is in a different country.
Exactly.
That is famous
That
for
is famous,
sex.
yeah. Even if it was not for that thing, right? Like, I will be jealous.
So I think in overall, like in this specific situation, it does make me feel that if the guy is acting like this is a big deal, he is in the wrong. And I think the lady is not.
Yeah, I think he's in the wrong for this one thing, but because he still talks about like, well, I wanted to go and it should be okay for this specific trip, right? He's not saying in general. So, I don't know. Do you want to read the next one or no?
Oh, let me see the next.
I mean, there's two.
I should start writing shit here. Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh. Ooh.
Trigger warning.
Okay.
Essay.
Okay, you read this one. I'm gonna read one of the top one. Wait a second. I'm gonna read this because I have this problem. Seems like I can relate to this.
Okay. So this one is not trigger warning.
No, this one is not trigger
unless
warning.
Like
it's trigger warning to me. Okay, I think I'm more burned out than I realize, but I feel extremely guilty for taking a leave from work. I relate. Me, Chris. I, 30 female, am telling the effects of being burnt out. Feeling.
Yeah, feeling.
Okay. I have always been a high performer. I do well at my job. I'm the eldest daughter of a single mom, so powering through things is in my DNA at this point. My mom was not the best parent. She was a functioning addict, and she made some terrible choices as a mom. I figured by this point in my life, my mom and I would have either put distance between us or we would have had a chance to mend our relationship, as she got sober 10 years ago. 4 years ago, I started noticing my mom was very different, and in December 2025, she was diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's at the age of 56. Since then, her husband is truly the most oblivious person I've ever met. How is this? You got very tangent. It's okay. He is so incompetent, doesn't take care of her properly, and doesn't advocate for her. All of her appointments, caregiving, advocating has fallen on me. My mom can be quite manipulative and has chosen me to be the only person to be honest with about how bad things really are. She really puts on the show that she's fine, very similar to her addiction. The situation is extremely complex and is taking a toll on me. I am the heaviest I have ever been, 200 plus pounds, and I'm 5'3". My blood pressure is high, my body aches everywhere, I'm exhausted all the time, I'm definitely depressed or highly anxious. I've been having dizzy spells, my heart rate is all over the place, and I'm sure more I'm not even realizing. My husband, I recently married, poor thing, recently married in August 2025, great start to marriage. My therapist and my family have all continuously told me to strongly consider a leave from work. I work in HR in a very high stress environment. I have 2 people who I manage. The work volume is insane, and I can't shake the feeling that I'm letting everyone down. I'm in office for 40 plus hours each with a 1 hour commute each way. It is just a lot, and I feel like a total failure. I think about the fact that everyone on my team is going to judge me. I'm just really struggling with it, but then also extremely struggling in my personal life. I know this is a bit of a different post for a too hot take, but everyone always has great advice. Thank you. I can totally understand this situation. Like, I like how while she's describing all the things she's doing, but also at the same time she feels like a failure. That is unfortunate, I think, result of her growing up, her parents, that she was responsible for so much that she could ever be and was never given credit for it. And so now this built in her system that, well, shit is hitting the fan, I can manage, so I must. And if I don't take care of things, nobody else is doing it. And if I feel I don't want to do it or I'm like perishing, it means I am a failure. And I don't know anything but therapy could be helpful for this. Like, you can never shake that off. You can never be free of that guilt. I probably after even therapy, but you probably just gain some skills to talk kindly to yourself and like come back. Coping mechanisms. So I totally understand. I feel even wrong to take PTOs. That is literally my money if I don't take him. I feel I have a hard time not working when I'm on PTO. Like, even when I'm on PTO, I did it, but I'm sitting like, oh my God, like I should be like doing this right now. Now I have a little bit extra flexibility, so maybe I can catch up on this, I catch up on that. And I wake up thinking, oh my God, these little pockets of time I could have done this. Oh my God, I slept at 30 minutes more than I wanted to while I was hoping to get this done in that 30 minutes. So, and I think that's a freaking disease. And it's something that we need to get treated for. These situation, good friends help, that they tell you like, okay, shut the fuck up. And you, for example, when I was sick, I had COVID, and you were like, you gotta get like sick leave.
Yeah, like
And I just keep in my mind, I was thinking like, what a failure I am that I was in the conference and now I came back sick. Like, what? How could I? It's so stupid that I'm saying it out loud. I feel absolutely embarrassed that I even had that thought process. That, excuse me, how did you could you control for getting?
Yeah, how would you control
virus?
that you got sick?
But I genuinely like constantly had the struggle. I had a very important presentation during my sick days too. I did it because I couldn't say no. I couldn't say like, well, I'm sick. I was like, can I? Yeah, sure, I can. And I was like, not really doing okay. So having somebody just like tell you like, no, come on, you have to do this, and remind you very seriously that this is what you're doing is abnormal, is important.
Yeah, I don't know how. I think it is like a coping thing. It's like you have to change your behavior somehow, but I don't know how. The only thing I can think is people do it with practice, and that's what builds the behavior. But let's see what this. Well, I mean, everybody's gonna say
Everybody's
the
gonna
same
say
thing, right?
that.
Like, yeah.
I hope somebody says like, you fat bitch.
No.
That would be so funny though, right?
Yeah.
Like, so this is your mom. Get your ass up.
So something like, take leave, get yourself to the hospital when you're out, and take time out from everybody, your mom included. Yep. Just like take the leave, you're irreplaceable at home and to your family. If you're able to see a therapist who can help you through some of this type of leave paperwork. Yes, even just a few weeks might do wonders for your physical and mental health. I mean, yeah, I think it's pretty straightforward. Like, well, you're not in the wrong, but I don't know. Oh.
So somebody said, okay.
I mean, there were not that many comments.
Oh,
there were
come
like
on.
3
I was
comments.
like, somebody said like, maybe you should try harder.
No, like that was all. Like, there's like 6 comments, and they were basically saying the same thing. Okay. This one, it is essay, guys. I mean, trigger warning.
Trigger
I did
warning.
not want to trigger somebody's trauma, so you have been warned.
So let's go.
Well, there's an update. Well, this is an update, so let me see. Where's the original one?
They probably added the update on top, so if you roll down.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to see where. Okay. So it looks like this is the beginning. My husband and I are both in our mid-40s and have been married for 20 years. We have several children together, with our youngest still under 10 and the rest now adults. Dang, okay. One of the biggest ongoing issues in our marriage has always been a mismatch in sexual desire. My husband has admitted that he could happily have sex once or twice a day, while I am much more comfortable with once or twice a month.
Month?
Yeah.
Okay, wow, that's a big difference.
So I do take SSRIs, and I understand that they likely contribute to my lower libido. The difficult part is that my husband takes my lower sex drive very personally. He often interprets it as a sign that I am not attracted to him, don't love him, or don't want him. None of that is true. I find him very attractive, and when we do have sex, it is wonderful. He's handsome, affectionate, and a good lover. The issue is simply that I don't feel a desire as frequently as he does. When we go several days, a week, or weeks without sex, he often becomes upset. He complains, says I don't love him, or acts as though I'm rejecting him personally. Sometimes he even makes comments about it in front of our children, which I find it upsetting and inappropriate. Yeah, that's very inappropriate. Another issue is physical affection and touch. My husband is extremely affectionate and frequently touches me throughout the day.
Is anywhere his phone number there?
Often this involves grabbing or sexual touching, especially when I'm in the middle of doing something else. For example,
Go on. Just
I
getting
might
into
be
it.
unloading laundry, washing dishes, helping the kids, or working, and he'll grab my butt or touch me sexually. While I don't object to the attention itself, I often find the timing frustrating. What makes it harder is that I already feel overwhelmed by the amount of responsibility I
It makes
carry.
sense.
I work 2 remote jobs from home, manage most of the household chores, handle the majority of the childcare. I carry almost all of the mental load for the family. It often feels like everyone needs something from me all day long. Because of that, being sexually touched while I'm actively managing a household task doesn't feel romantic to me.
I understand that
It
very
often
well.
feels intrusive and irritating, especially when I don't feel supported in those responsibilities. I mean, I would feel the same way. I tried talking to him about consent and bodily autonomy. I've explained that even within marriage, there are some times when I don't want to be touched sexually and I would like my boundaries respected. However, he becomes very offended when I bring this up. He seems to believe that because we're married, he should be able to touch me whenever and however he wants. Recently, while we were in bed, he was touching my legs and suddenly grabbed my genitals. I jumped because it startled me. He immediately became angry, turned away from me, and started accusing me of not being interested in him. He then told me that I was going to see big changes, quote unquote, and that everything was going to stop. What? Okay.
I mean, if it is such a big deal to him, they really are not a good match
Yeah.
anymore.
Well, but I was like, okay, but he said that everything was going to stop, so I don't understand what that means. At that point, I lost my patience and responded sarcastically, asking what exactly was going to stop. Doing dishes, cooking dinner, or helping with the kids. The truth is that sometimes it feels like he's another person I have to take care of rather than an equal partner. I've repeatedly tried to explain that I don't want to be his mother. I want a true partnership. I want help carrying the physical and mental load of our family. I want support, respect, and understanding. Unfortunately, those conversations seem to fall on deaf ears. What hurts the most is that whenever I express a boundary around touch or sex, he reacts as though I've done something wrong. He makes me question whether I'm being unreasonable. He thinks my views about consent, autonomy, and equality are overly feminist or too progressive. Meanwhile, I feel like I'm finally growing into a stronger sense of myself and learning to advocate for my own needs. At this point, I feel stuck. I love my husband, but I don't feel respected. My feelings and boundaries don't seem to matter to him, and I'm beginning to wonder whether we've grown in different directions over the years. I don't know what the answer is. I just know that I'm hurt, exhausted, and struggling to make sense of it all. I don't want to split, but sometimes I feel like the need to break from this life. Edit to add to the comments in front of the kids are not sexual. He says things like, "You don't love me," or "You don't want me around," which is still inappropriate and upsetting.
So now what's the update?
So the update says, I had a very long discussion with him about how I'm feeling. It almost felt like getting vindicated here helped me to see that I wasn't just me and that maybe what was happening wasn't okay. So I talked to him about it and he almost started crying. He didn't realize how much disdain I have for being randomly touched while I was busy, especially when I was busy doing things he could be helping me with. We talked about it and said that he would not do that anymore. I told him there's a time and place to touch, and that's when we're cuddling up, watching something together, and things like that. He's going to have to realize that he can just grab me whatever he wants when he wants. He's apologized and agreed to go to therapy. However, the other day when I was in the kitchen doing something, he grabbed my ass. I turned around and smacked him in the face. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I got in his face and said, "If you ever touch me, you have to ask for permission. Get on your knees." What?
Excuse me? Okay, this is getting interesting.
He did. He apologized. I hit him in the face again. What is this?
This is turning to
I told him to
BSM?
repeat himself, and then he told me he was sorry. He did. I told him he only gets treats if he listened to me and did as I told him. He was happily agreeable. I really think meeting him on this level has helped me a lot. Now I don't randomly get touched, and I'm going to get to...
Actually, this is... What?
What? It says
What
now.
is it?
It says now I don't randomly get touched, and I'm going to go to therapy with him and continue my own therapy. And the invigoration of being dominating to him has really helped me feel like I have control over my sexuality.
So it seems like she was a dominant person all along.
I think so. He's like, thanks everybody for the good and bad advice. I think we're going to be okay. and then it has the emoji with the hearts and like blushing smiley.
Interesting. I think they just discovered a different part of their sexuality together, right?
I mean, it says like he happily apologized.
Because I think he is, I mean, considering how much of a physical person he is, the fact that if she is like being dominant to him, like in sexual way, makes him feel completely being noticed. Because I think one of the things that really, like, think sometimes of what is the reason a lot of women like to be dominated, right? Not to dominate, because it's the pure significant attention you receive. You are the wholly and only focus of this person right now, and that's just so satisfying.
I never thought about it like that.
And also obviously the natural part of it that like average woman, it doesn't mean all women, and it doesn't mean it's a good or bad thing, but an average woman likes to feel feminine and tiny and see like to men to be rough and big and all that. But I think that's mental part of it, when they're like all locked in on you, that's just so satisfying. And I think that's maybe something that he really gonna enjoy more out of this.
No, the first comment is like, just peg him without asking and see how quickly consent matters. And he's like, unfortunately, he will be so down.
That's what I mean. I think he will be down.
Oh my, it was completely something else that...
this whole turned out to be much more interesting.
Well, this person seems like he did not read, because this entire post is such a red flag. He makes comments in front of the children too.
Oh yeah.
Disgusting. You may love him, but he clearly loves what you do for him. And then, okay, this is like a different... Okay, it seems like, this probably are the comments from before she put the update, because they're all saying like, you need to leave him, you need to do all these things. Okay.
This was really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna find another one.
This like, get on your knees.
I was like, what? I just kind of sat up like and was holding, what's your name, John's hand. Okay.
Oh no, I don't know.
Oh, it's probably alcohol. Yes, and her alcoholism. That's boring.
Okay, there's an ad.
That's interesting. Trapping and wanting out. These two are both interesting.
Yeah.
Which one? How are we doing on time?
I don't know. Let me see.
We can.
You want on?
Yeah. Okay.
One last one, or?
Let's do this one.
Okay.
All right. Am I the asshole for suing my mentally ill ex and
ruining?
I think they mean ruining his life.
Yeah. It is a typo, yeah.
Throwaway account for anonymity. Okay. I, 30 years female, was dating my ex, 30 male, during the pandemic. Let's call him Daniel. I was finishing my senior year of college, and lived with Daniel while he worked. The isolation of being locked down greatly. Some part of my brain is concerning right now. Okay. The isolation of being locked down greatly increased my PTSD symptoms, and my therapist suggested getting a pet. We both wanted to try adopting a cat. Let's call my kitty Luna. I love how they're trying to keep their cats also confidential. We put her adoption papers under my name and brought her home. We were warned she was a very shy cat and therefore needed to be an only cat. That first night, I was delighted to find her sleeping on my lap and giving me nose boobs. She really warmed up to me really fast, more than Daniel. We were inseparable. Daniel and I went above and beyond when caring for her. Looking back, we had a turbulent relationship. Thankfully, Luna and my therapist helped me improve my PTSD. Soon, my ex adopted 2 cats against my advice. I mentioned these cats would be his responsibility because I didn't agree to them. They bullied Luna insatiably. She went from a cheerful, outspoken cat to a hidden, quiet shadow. It made me very sad. We tried to get them to get along, but it wasn't working. One day I realized I no longer wanted to be in a codependent and slightly controlling relationship and thought I might be a lesbian, so I broke it off. We were heartbroken and I had to move in with friends temporarily before I could find a place. I couldn't bring Luna due to an existing cat, so I asked Daniel to hold her for a few months. Despite his hesitation, he agreed with conditions. 1. I have to live alone.
2.
What does she living alone have anything to do with him taking care of the cat?
I don't know.
Okay. It has to be a place that is as good or better than his current house. Sorry. Let me see. I couldn't bring Luna due to an existing cat, so I asked Daniel to hold her for a few months. Despite his hesitation, he agreed with conditions. I'm so confused. I have to live alone.
Oh, I think
it has to be a place
I think these are his conditions, not hers. Right? These are the conditions that he put for himself.
See. It has to be a place that is as good or as better than his current house. I have to be able to afford the lifestyle he was giving Luna. Insurance, cat treats, etc. I had number 3. Naively, I thought surely it must be possible to meet the living requirements. I quickly came to realize that they were unrealistic expectations that even his own home didn't meet. I tried to persuade him while we were friends to let me bring Luna to my nice apartment with me and my 2 roommates who loved her. He insisted that it wasn't good enough for her because I wasn't alone. After many attempts to convince him, he cut me off completely from accessing her. This is getting very interesting.
No, so it was the conditions that he put on her, like, because they lived together with the cat, right?
Yeah.
And she wanted to take the cat, like, with her only, right? I think that's what she was saying. Like, because when she left, she didn't take the cat.
Yeah, but it says
right?
I couldn't bring Luna and ask Daniel to hold her for a few months. Oh, I guess she's missing a sentence here.
Yeah,
then she
I
wanted
think
to
so.
have the cat back, but he said, I will give the cat to you if you have all these conditions.
Yeah,
okay,
I think
this
so.
was a little right. Cut me off completely from accessing her. I did everything I could. I think that could possibly get me to see her or get her back. The only path left was legal route. Honestly, yeah, I think this is extreme. I'm suing him. It is taking a very long time. 3 years?
3 years?
Is the cat alive?
I mean, yeah, hopefully. They live very long, unless they were already like 17 or something. I don't know.
People's life is interesting. Oh my God. The fact that all right. And I miss Luna most days just as much as the day I had to move out. I know he is very mentally ill. And sometimes I wonder it by making things a legal dispute, I am only making that worse. Most people that I tell of the situation immediately jump to just adopt a new cat. It's not worth the trouble. I don't want another cat. I want my cat, my emotional support companion, my baby. Thankfully, my close friends are all supporting me in my decision. My ex ended up losing 90% of his friends. I was like maybe 90% of the access to the cat, who are now my friends. At the same time, this was happening. I tried with all my might that they wouldn't cut off ties with him because of me, to no avail. Now he is a shut in and blames me for his life being ruined. Am I the asshole?
But how's his life ruined though? She didn't say what happened.
So his life is ruined, a little bit because
the suing is
apply for this one.
3 years. So how is he?
It's like the whole imagine this person is depressed, he has anxiety and all that, and now they have to deal with court things and all that.
But she didn't say
and
anything
also
that
they
he
lost
was
their
like
friends.
that though.
Suddenly, the whole mentally ill came up after the breakup.
Okay.
But I mean, also his girlfriend left him for being a lesbian. Would make me mentally.
Well, yeah, I guess
makes you like.
She said that. Well, she didn't say that I got in a relationship.
Interesting couple.
She didn't say she got in a relationship with a girl.
How old are they?
30 and 30, I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I mean.
Well, I totally understand that she doesn't want another cat. You know, it's not like like that. You have a relationship with an animal. It's like a person. It's just not like a toy.
Mm-hmm.
And also, even if that's not the case, like let's say like you could really live, the fact that this person is really putting like their foot down and not letting you have your cat, that would piss me off. That I would be like, no, I'm gonna get my cat, okay, no matter
Yeah.
what. I mean, I might get it and
But
then donate it,
which I
but I'm
don't
gonna get it
understand.
from you.
I thought she said that they put all her adoption papers under her
And
name.
her name.
This
So
doesn't
how
make
is
any
this
sense.
taking
Yeah,
3
that's like, how's
years?
it taking 3 years?
He probably took a lawyer and just said like how much he has to spend, how much a life is.
Maybe.
And I love to read their things. Like that lawyer's face is like, okay.
Oh, they probably don't care as long as they're getting paid. They just
And that's why the name of the cat was confidential, because it's just part of a court.
the part of the
Yeah.
whatever proceed. I don't know what they call them.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
I mean, I don't think she's the asshole, but
No, I don't think she's the asshole, but
maybe there will be a better way to. I mean, obviously they're in a very toxic relationship at this point. Because who would not be if you're like fighting a legal battle over a pet?
especially a cat.
What do you mean specifically a cat? What does that have to do? If it was a dog, it would be better.
I mean, because they're not reciprocating as much as a dog. You know, it's just how many cats how many people do you see walking with their supporting animal cats? Like you cannot have cats outside. Not that like you can't, they won't come. So half of your life you're not having support by the animal. So
Yeah, but not everybody wants to go outside and walk their pet.
no, like you want to go to the restaurant, you want to fly, you want to go to your friends and all the kind of things, and the cat would not accompany you, or
Yeah.
they're just you actually adding more distress to them by putting them in a car,
Yeah,
taking them
cats are
outside.
more
Yeah.
particular about their.
So that's
their
what I mean. Like
space.
illegally, you might like really have more leverage if it's a dog because of all their just natural things they do. But yeah,
Yeah.
this is. I wonder what happened. I wish there was an update.
Yeah, I mean this was 24 days ago. So
Oh, okay.
there was probably no. Yeah.
Okay, so read the next one, and then I think we can call it an episode.
Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, she has nothing else. Just.
She did say it's a throwaway.
Yeah, that's true.
Because this is called confidential. Her lawyer would be all pissed.
Let's see.
No, go down. There was another one.
No, I don't want.
No, go down.
This?
Yeah.
me
Japanese
see.
tattoo, I am against. That's also funny. My husband wants to get a Japanese tattoo that I'm against.
This one look.
I was hiding my farts from my partner for the first year of our relationship. Okay, I get that.
I mean, these are all just. Let
Am
me
I
see.
for letting my BF take my car during a heat wave? Am I also for
Oh,
telling my friend her
different.
boyfriend can't come with her to house? No.
This one?
Women always call me a lucky guy when they meet my girlfriend. Women? And it's not feeling like a compliment anymore. That's interesting.
Okay, between that one. Oh, French husband is successful. Man, some of these are very. Which one should I read? This one or the other one?
I want to know what they mean by trapping my husband.
Okay, this I'm imagining that there was some condition to. This is only 4 hours ago, so it's pretty fresh.
We can give real hot takes to them.
I know, right?
Oh, people are already commenting. Who is on this?
A lot of people.
Interesting.
So this one says, "Am I the asshole for trapping my husband and wanting out now?
No.
Hello, throwaway, because no way in hell I'm letting this get back to me. But I am 30 female and happy with my husband, 32 male, on and off since I was 17. Okay, well, this already started. Sorry in advance if things are all over the place, but I'm a little tipsy.
Oh, interesting.
4 hours ago? That's pretty. Well, it depends where they are. I originally left the relationship when I was 17 because I had been being groomed by a 27-year-old female. Oh yeah, and she convinced me that he wasn't good for me just so she could enter a relationship with me.
I see.
Oh man. We got back together when I was 25 after I had eye surgery, crossed leg, which is miserable surgery. Don't want to watch the videos. And he took care of me. Okay. We went through quite a lot of almost a year, including me developing a debilitating drinking problem. Going to rehab, relapses, my parents splitting up, swinger drama. What?
Swinger drama?
Yeah, the parents were swingers. I broke my hand,
This
lost
person is in America, I'm telling you.
lost the majority of my eyesight, lost my job, lost my place, couldn't pay for my cat surgery, causing me to have to watch her suffer, and eventually died. But he stayed through all of it, through it all. And when I relapsed after 120 days of sobriety, I checked myself into a different facility. He stayed through almost all of this. Before I went back to rehab, I had stolen over $4,000 from him, totaled his car. I even once slapped him in general, put him through hell. 3 days before our 1 year anniversary, 5 days before Christmas, and 7 days before I was released and had access to my phone again, he had broken up with me, quote unquote. In a text. I never saw the message until I got out of rehab 7 days after it was sent. We got back together 2 years later, and we've been pretty happy.
What an interesting, wow. Okay.
The problem is this.
Okay.
I knew he entered a relationship roughly a week after I got out of treatment. I mentioned it a few weeks ago, and he let it slip that they were having sex while I was in rehab. So he had been having sex with some awful girl when I didn't have access to my personal phone and was calling him every night. So how would you, leaving him voicemails every night saying how I miss him, happy anniversary, Merry Christmas.
Like from the phone of the rehab.
And hey, haven't heard from you, but I'm getting out of in a few days. We reconnected after a different ex tried to delete me from the world. What?
Sorry, what?
Yes, we reconnected after a different ex tried to delete me from the world, and now my husband and I have a 2-year-old and got married. He said he could see himself having kids with me, so I went to Planned Parenthood and had my UID taken out without his knowledge, and I'm now deeply regretting that decision. Honestly, I didn't even want to be a mom, but I just wanted to be with him, and I thought it would be easier than this. I hate being a mom, and I had known that he had cheated on me the last time we were together. I never would have even talked about to him again. I've asked him now how long he waited after the breakup text to F her, but he says he can't remember. I feel betrayed and stupid. Do I let this go? I put him through so much, and he continued to stand up by me for longer than he should have, and didn't appreciate him at the time. He is the kindest person you could ever meet and doesn't have a mean bone in his body. I feel horrible for everything I put him through, but I feel so angry and betrayed. I don't know where we could stand now or how to move forward, and we keep fighting about it. The police were actually called last weekend because of our last fight.
The beginning you said that they're happily married. So interesting.
Well, they were together,
No.
We got back together 2 years later. They've been on and off since they were 17. So they have been happy for 2 years, but then she found this out now.
I see. It was something that happened in the past when she was in rehab.
Yeah.
But was it like after? So did he cheat on her after he said the text message?
Yeah, because he said, I think he said it was 7 days before he sent the text or something like that. Let me see.
No, yes, he sent the text.
I'm asking how long he waited after the breakup text to F her.
I see.
But
He
says that
probably
he
did
can't
it
remember
before it because then he felt guilty.
Yeah,
and then
he said,
messed up.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
So.
But like, I mean, he was like, oh shit, I did this, so now I have to break up with her, because he was. How do people ever relax with a life this good?
It's okay to just chill, have a coffee, play with your child, touch grass a bit. Why do you even hate being a mom so much?
That's I get it. For this kind of character, her only motivation to have a child was him, and now she feels it was for nothing.
Illustratively, I feel like she's intentionally stirring up all issues to self-manufacture some chaos. I mean, could be, could not be. Who knows? Some of the paragraphs, please use paragraphs. And then it's like, my bad, where should I use that?
And the person says in all the places.
And TLDR.
What does that mean?
Too long.
Didn't read.
Yeah, didn't read, something like that.
Okay.
just quite honestly seek help, and maybe as a family member to take your child, as this is a complete mess. You decided to bring a child into it. Make the decision before you hurt an innocent child.
This person immediately, like 4 hours, said that would be a good idea, or maybe even talking to my husband about
they're the
just
original
me
poster.
staying
Yeah.
with my parents for a little. What the fuck have I just read?
Yep,
By
and you're
me
drinking
drinking
again.
again.
Try AA, get a sponsor, let him go. You are selfish. I mean, yeah.
The meme.
Addicts are
Therapy,
usually very
lots of
selfish. Yes.
therapy, individuals and couples.
Yeah, this is beyond
being
Reddit
bit by
page.
So a recovering alcoholic who baby trapped someone while currently complaining about being a mom and drinking. Yeah, this guy did something wrong.
No,
Please,
did nothing wrong.
did nothing wrong. Please give him full custody and leave them both alone.
I mean,
He
yeah.
still really need therapy, and he didn't cheat. You
were
were broken up at the time. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah.
So you can be just, but considering what a mess kind of situation was, and he's just like, oh, she went to rehab again. He was probably down. Somebody approached him, but he at least
he
had
probably in his head had broken up with her as soon
But
as
the
she went back
fact
to.
that he did have the ethics to immediately message him, that's enough for me. Like I would be like, okay, this doesn't count as cheating, really, you know? But because if I assume that the first time he has slept with the person, he was like, oh, should I have to break this up immediately, right? Before it gets messier. So you can be just a terrible human over and over again, and you get one taste of what it's like to be a mistreated once, and you're like, this is outrageous.
Yeah.
This is irony or hypocrisy. Go buy a mirror, honey, and have a good long look at the train wreck you are. That is fun to read. Okay, let me see. I would never have the guts to write anything like this. Is this advice? OP.
Yeah.
I've taken accountability for everything I did to him, and I paid the price. How is your comment helpful? Then they say, what do you want? A back rub? Suck it up, buttercup, and stick with the best thing you have ever had, and learn to love someone and stick it through. Sounds like you just always want what you want, and you don't really give two dogs to make someone else happy and be loyal.
This has way more comments than the one that was 20 days ago.
You'll never be happy when you aren't sober if this is you drunk. Stop drinking. You treat the people around you horrible when you do. They have no obligation to stay with you and be mistreated. You were broken up with after dragging him through hell. He did not cheat. As a side note, though, bringing a child you don't want to have into the world is the lowest. It's already done. There's no point you say that right now to her. Stop drinking and be honest with what you want and need. You can't provide that. Yes, this is a literal crime in many states.
Poor guy. Leave him, living with the kid with him.
You two sound horribly immature. Do better for a child. Yes, YTA? You are the asshole.
Oh, yeah.
Some awful girl. You are the
Yeah.
asshole. Back up of the post.
Oh, this is just the mod. It's the same thing. Yeah. Yes, you're the asshole. See this one, the IUD removed without him telling him, that's messed up. Because yeah, like she basically did it to trap him. Like he thought that there was no consent. The informed consent was missing here.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Obviously, the fact that she is a drinker is make everything under question.
Yeah, I mean, this is a full-on addict. Like, this is like textbook
and
behavior.
I can understand
like,
that how she feels resentful of all the things she has done before, and she wants to like really start over and all that, and now she feels a little bit less in power because now she knows this fact, and it's just pissing her off. But I think even that buttercup comment that was like, you know what, you've done all the shit. He's done one shit, right? Like, let's just say it is a shit. Let's not say like, oh, he didn't cheat. He did a horrible thing. Give that to him, forgive him, and just go on. And if you really love him, if you did this kid for him, just move with it, because it seems like they are okay with it. She's the one that now making things wrong because she's mad. And I can understand she's being mad. But I think if she sees it as like, oh, I'm forgiving him, not like trying to be told that, hey, no, he did that was justified. You're just like, no, that was wrong. But now, you know, it's maybe your time to one time give him one bonus. I think she can actually get it together. Write that down for her.
What? I'm not logged in or anything.
Oh, okay.
I'm not commenting on this.
I mean, it would be good advice for her, you know, because I feel she needs to be a little bit in control and power, and this would give her the feeling of, okay, no, I am a good person. I can be the better person this time.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it helps her with drinking. Maybe it helps her with enjoying her being a mom, being a partner, all of that. Just the
true.
perspective change. Okay, that was really good. I like that.
Yeah, I like that. I kind of figured it was different. I thought it was something like, oh, like
Me too.
I made a deal with like if you did this, we would fit
Exactly.
together,
That's what
right?
I thought. That's what I
But
thought.
now,
too.
like, nah, I still don't want this.
Okay.
Okay. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Let us know your two hot takes in the comments in both YouTube and Spotify. We read them all. You know, as many as as long as the list might be, we go through every single comment.
It's like a sleepless nights
Yeah.
go through all these comments.
But yeah, thank you for hanging out with us this week, and let's get that.
Bye bye.